I got me a pickup truck, and it's got a V8 engine, and it does like to burn some gasoline. So, 41-cent drop in the last year in gasoline prices makes me happy. But there's always the people who want to look at the downside here. Does this mean the economy is slowing down? Because it's a supply and demand thing. Well, it is a supply and demand thing, but maybe we're producing more. Let's find out. Ray, RT, Trevino. Do you prefer Ray or RT?
Oh, RT is just fine.
All right, we're going with RT from here on out. RT,
I love it.
RT Trevino is an oil and gas expert. He's at Pecos Country Operating. That's in North Texas. So what's the answer here, RT? Everybody likes cheaper gas prices, but is there a dark side to the cheaper gas prices we're seeing right now?
At this moment in time, I do not see that dark side. Leave it to the other side of the aisle to all of a sudden say that the economy is bad just because we have the lowest gas prices that we've had now in 3 years.
Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? So what is leading to lower gas prices right now? Is it just we're producing more?
Well, that is part of it. We are still the number one producer in the world, and I'm proud to say that Texas is still the top producer in America. Haven't gotten the end of year numbers just yet, but in October and November of last year, we produced alone almost 45% of the nation's oil. And so as we continue to produce, we're still hitting record numbers at over 14 million barrels of oil produced in America each day, And so we are looking very good on the supply side. There is talk of President Trump filling up the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, which would be good. But the other real reason why the price of oil has dropped and gasoline prices have dropped is due to the fact that OPEC has announced that over the next 18 to 24 months, they're going to turn an additional 2 million barrels of oil online, and they're going to do it steadily at about 120 to 180,000 barrels a day over the next 18 months, basically. So about once a month, they'll add another 180,000 barrels online.
Well, there you go. I knew there had to be an OPEC part of all this. And President Trump, of course, has worked the Saudis in particular very, very hard in order to get oil production up. He understands it's a supply and demand situation, and it's a world situation. It's not just the United States. It's other oil producers around the world. If you get enough of supply going, then we can all enjoy the benefits of having plenty of gasoline.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm glad you brought that up. A lot of people don't understand, but President Trump has a great relationship with Saudi Arabia and several of the other nations there in the Middle East. If you recall, he was able to bring together the Abraham Accords in his last presidency. But right now, what we're also looking to watch is the fact of what happens with Iran and Venezuela. With OPEC adding an additional 2 million barrels, the real question is, will President Trump add strenuous sanctions to Iran and cut off their 2 to 3 million barrels of oil a day, and possibly cut off Venezuela's 2 million barrels of oil a day that are going to the market?
And my guess would be, yes, he probably will, which is good, because from a standpoint of negotiating with Iran, that's all we've got here is to take away their income. That's the best fight against terrorism. RT, good to talk to you, sir. Thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good one.